A fascinating development could be unfolding behind the scenes at Manchester United F.C. Reports suggest that Casemiro has personally recommended fellow Brazilian Bruno Guimarães as his ideal successor in United's midfield this summer, a move that would signal both strategic foresight and a clear plan for transition at Old Trafford. Since arriving from Real Madrid CF in 2022, Casemiro has been a transformative presence in United's midfield. His leadership, positional discipline, and winning mentality helped restore steel and structure to a team that had long lacked balance in the center of the park. A five-time Champions League winner, Casemiro brought not just quality, but authority. However, as he enters the latter phase of his career, the physical demands of the Premier League have become increasingly evident. Rather than clinging to his role, Casemiro's reported endorsement of Guimarães reflects long-term thinking, prioritizing the club's evolution over personal status. Currently a key figure at Newcastle United F.C., Guimarães has established himself as one of the Premier League's most complete midfielders. While he may not be a direct stylistic replica of Casemiro, he represents a modern evolution of the role. Guimarães combines defensive intelligence with technical excellence. He is comfortable receiving under pressure, capable of progressing the ball through tight spaces, and possesses the vision to switch play or thread vertical passes between the lines. Importantly, he also brings intensity in pressing situations and has demonstrated leadership qualities at Newcastle. At 27, he is entering his prime years, offering immediate impact while providing longevity for United's midfield rebuild. Beyond pure footballing ability, the Brazilian connection is significant. Casemiro's influence in the dressing room has been substantial, and recommending a compatriot could help preserve leadership standards and ensure smoother integration. From a tactical standpoint, Guimarães would allow United to shift toward a more mobile, possession-dominant midfield without sacrificing defensive stability. His versatility means he can operate as a deep-lying playmaker, a box-to-box presence, or even in a more advanced creative role when required. Of course, admiration and feasibility are two different matters. Newcastle are under no pressure to sell and would likely demand a substantial transfer fee, potentially north of £80 million. Financial fair play considerations and United's broader squad priorities will heavily influence whether such a deal is realistic. Moreover, United must decide whether they want a like-for-like defensive midfielder or a more progressive profile as part of a wider tactical reset. If Casemiro has indeed recommended Guimarães internally, it speaks volumes about his professionalism and understanding of the club's needs. Transitions define elite clubs, not just the signings they make, but the timing and reasoning behind them. Replacing a figure of Casemiro's stature is never simple. But if Manchester United are serious about building a dynamic, modern midfield capable of competing at the highest level again, Bruno Guimarães represents a compelling and ambitious option. Whether this recommendation turns into a concrete pursuit remains to be seen, but the idea alone highlights that change is coming, and it may be carefully planned rather than reactive.